Hey everybody. Well, this surely isn't a Ingersoll Rand Garagemate. It's our second attempt at buying a DeWalt air compressor from Tractor Supply. Keep in mind, nothing wrong with Tractor Supply. Great people, great management. They sure do like to help. But I can't say very much for the air compressor. Both of them had defects and I returned both of them. Tractor Supply was great on the returns. We ordered our Ingersoll Rand Garagemate. A couple days later, we got a call saying that it was going to be delivered within about a week. We got this right after Thanksgiving. Here's Cierra bringing it in. We also got the large cart from Tractor Supply. I think they've got a little bit of everything. Anyway, this is our new system and our setup. We did take the old air compressor, which was the Craftsman 2011 model where the pump went out. I wanted to reuse the tank. I did a visual inspection on it. Did have some rust on the sides and a little bit more caking on the bottom. Just want to let you know everything in air is Rand and L copper. All of it's in 1/2 inch. The CPVC that you're seeing behind the air tank, reserve tank, is a drain for our TMP valve off the water heater, and the other CPVC is just a blow-off drain, has no pressure on it right there. Do not use plastic piping, PEX, CPVC, PVC for your airlines. We've seen them blow up in commercial use just as temporary, and they can cause a lot of problems. Really like this Garagemate. I didn't do a setup video because it took us about 15 minutes to set it up. The motor was already broke in from the factory. It doesn't say it anywhere, but after doing some research on Ingersoll Rand's website, it does say that the motors are already broke in, where they do extensive testing before they go out the door. Did not find any information. Well, let's just say I didn't find much. All the information I found was 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. They haven't changed the model style. And the only complaint we got was, how do you break in the motor? Didn't see that anywhere. No good information on that. And the drain. You'll see it coming up here in a second. That's your oil fill line. And we do use Flexzilla fittings. Like them, love them. Their hoses, everything that they use is very good. There's your fill. Has an extra blow off. And there's another safety valve blow off. Here are your screw-in air filter canisters. I'm trying to do this with one hand and film. Doesn't work very good. I'm sure you that make videos understand that. So we were told that you would need to purchase a startup kit, which consists of the synthetic oil and air filters. I purchased 2 of them to have one as a backup. Did not need it. It comes with it, so check before you order. And if you order from Tractor Supply, it should say it in the ad. Here's the handle. I just hung it up, got it out of the way. The electrical is a designated 20 amp. On the handles, you have to bolt them in, and it has a screw coming off to the side. I think the Ingersoll Rand is a lot quieter, a lot smoother than a lot of the other air compressors that I've had in the past. It might be just the way it's placed, but it seems like it's a little bit quieter. Now, on the lead lines, these are Goodyear. I would have used a Flexzilla, but I had it already in stock. And then there again, that's my copper line going up. This is the new shop that we built in 2022, all copper. This is a Mastercraft hose reel that we got from Menards. Pretty happy with them. Good price. I've had other brands that wasn't happy with. So far, that seems like it's been doing a good job for us. This air compressor we bought last year also. This was a backup, and it's a Porter cable. Do not make this model anymore. I can't find it anymore. Not sure what's going on, but it seems to run real good. Quite loud. And there's more Flexzilla hoses. This one is for the drain, the other one's the lead hose. Now we are getting into the hydro testing or hydrostatic pressure testing of this vessel. I've done this before in the past. Not an expert in it. Got certified back in the early 90s, and I knew enough that it could really be dangerous. So I will quickly go over this. I used the air compressor parts and repiped everything accordingly so I could set up my power washer. I did have to get these fittings right there at Lowe's. They're a little bit different for my power washer. Did bring this up to 250. I bought a special gauge for that. Didn't just use regular air gauge. I did sand off to make sure that we were testing at the right limits. It says 170. I took it to 250. I let it sit for 2.5 hours at 250.
That does say 170.
Plugged everything. Did put a drain on the bottom to drain everything out. The key thing is fill it up with water all the way. If it's got 2 inches of air in it, that's fine. You need a little head pressure to push it down to test it. Remember, full of water, little air. If it cracks, it'll just dribble out or spray you. Here's part of the setup. Well, like I was saying, keep it all in copper or metal piping. No plastic piping. You're a lot safer that way. Make sure you understand hydrostatic testing prior to doing that. I'll try to put as many links below to all the parts, fittings, and where we purchased most of those. Just want to thank everybody for taking the time and watching this. I did this for all of us, so leave a comment below if you'd like, and we'll see you on the next one.